Ground-based attacks have always been strong in Clash of Clans. In this video, we will walk you through exactly how to use two of the best Town Hall 12 ground-based attacks. You will be shown many tips and tricks for these strategies in order to make them work for yourself to get a 3-star. You're not going to want to miss any of this, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's dive straight into this. We're going to start off with the Pecker Ball. I feel it is a good ground-based strategy in order to teach you guys. The second attack of this video is my favorite strategy, so we'll move on to that afterwards. But I do feel like the Pecker Ball is incredibly strong. It still works in this meta. It's very good for clan war leagues, for competitive gameplay where you only get that single attack, and it teaches a lot of the key fundamentals of a ground-based attack. So you've got to get your main push into the base itself. You've got to set up that funnel well. So we've taken out buildings to the left, buildings to the right, in order to drive the heroes, bowlers, the P.E.K.K.A right into the center of the base, and for any ground-based attack, that is key. Your troops can walk very easily, the funnel has to be set. Now with the Pecker Ball, you're using the bat spells to finish off the base, and that is the way that you turn this from a 2-star to a 3-star. In some situations you can use the Pecker Smash, but the Pecker Ball always seems just a bit more reliable. So notice in this base it is a Town Hall 12, so there are 3 multi-target Infernos, 2 of them are single target. So they are still standing. The one we have taken out is the multi. Now that makes sense because with the bat spells, they will get taken out by a multi or wizard tower incredibly quickly. So we've gutted out the complete core of this base. We just have a thin area around the side where the bats can safely sweep through. So you've got them coming in from the 3 o'clock position in more of a bat wave. Now the reason we do that is so that look at all of the bats on the field now. We've given them chance to spawn, come together and take down the defenses much quicker. A freeze spell is used on that wizard tower, but at this point there's not a lot the defenses can do. All of our kill squad are just exiting the center of the base, but the bats have swooped around and taken the defenses on the outside. Guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my Clash of Clans videos. Now just take a look right now as to how beautiful this attack has worked out. Pushing them ground-based troops into the center, taking out them key splash damage defenses, creating pathing for the bats, which were able to sweep around the base, and when they are not subject to splash damage, they will take down defenses incredibly quickly, and that's why you have so many of them left over. The one thing which you cannot forget is your cleanup. When the bats have taken out the defenses, it's very similar to a Hog Rider attack, sneak peek for the next attack, that you have to get some cleanup troops in. But let's move to another ground-based attack. Alrighty, so the second attack is the Hog Riders. Now for ground, it doesn't really get much better than this, to be honest with you. There are other strategies, but these two are definitely the best in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you feel any other ground-based attacks beat these, but I think the Hog Riders is the best. Now we did have an interview by the Great One, who you see attacking right now, teaching you the Hog Rider strategy specific. I'll be sure to link that video at the end of this one in case you missed it, but it's very similar in terms of your kill squad entry, just that you're using the Hog Riders on the back end of the base instead of the bats. Now clearly that means you have a lot more possibilities. So we've created a funnel, we've pushed a majority of our troops straight through the center towards the town hall, but notice the early deployment of the Hog Riders. It's not like the Pecker Bowbat where you have to wait before you deploy the bats. The Hog Riders can take some damage themselves. It's not like as soon as they get in range of a splash damage defense, they're automatically going down like the bats will, so you can get them in sooner to protect your kill squad. As long as you can still path them okay, then go for it. So we're coming straight in towards the multi-inferno. Very key, if you have them multis, try and take them down sooner rather than later. But look at where the Hog Riders will come, straight up this way, and that is one thing that this base aims to use to its advantage. It sends the troops all of the way around the base and not to the town hall. However, the Great One, wise to that, uses the wall wrecker, has that jump as a backup plan in order to get his heroes and the clan castle troops into the center, take out the town hall, and the Hog Riders are used for the rest. Now you've got to get your heal spells right for the Hog Riders, but again, you're not committing spells to this in terms of the bats, so you do have room for the heals to work. And that's where, if the splash is a bit more spread out, maybe you can't quite funnel the Pecker into the base initially, you can't path them. This base is incredibly spread out, and one thing with the Pecker Bowbat is you have to control the Pecker through the base, so they might not get huge value in this one, hence why the kill squad into the Hog Riders was a better opportunity. But it does mean that because the base is spread out, you have to use them heal spells right across the base. Coming down to the end of it, we didn't have any left for that area, but since the Great One got that push, got the Hog Riders right around, used the heals in them areas where there was potential for giant bombs around the multis, feel free to quickly rewind the attack and have a look at that, especially the top area here, the heal spells used there. You can see where the giant bombs went off. As long as you protect them Hog Riders initially, you can get away with it towards the end in a lot of cases. 2 more attacks, guys. Let's move back across to show you a different ground one. Okay, so for the Pecker Bowbat, we're going to show you it against a different base. This one has multi-infernos, 2 of them anyway, 1 single. So again, you want to take advantage of the base layout. All of these attacks are by Red Elite in our incredible war. So many Town Hall 12 triples in this one, easily going to get the victory. But if you're interested in joining us, be sure to join my Discord server. It's linked down below with all of my social media platforms, and you can see everything about joining Red Elite within there. So we're starting off again with that funnel. That should be pretty self-explanatory at this stage. I highlighted its importance in the first attack. Notice though how the king is used to push down this right hand side. That's for a few different reasons. Number 1, with the Pecker smash, the healers should be on the Pecker, and the king will basically race ahead of your Pecker and steal the healers. The healers don't do as much healing to a hero as it does a regular troop, so you're basically not getting the full benefit. Plus, your hero has his ability on the outside, so when you don't really have an area of splash, the king can be very valuable. So this wizard tower is occupied, there are no splash damage defenses in this area. The king can push through that very easily, not to mention the enemy king is there. The enemy king will take out one of the Pecker very easily, but your king with the ability will take him down very quickly. So it doesn't quite work out here because of the Tesla farm, but the idea was there, and do learn from that point. The Pecker are into the base, the bowlers just kind of follow up behind, but they do an incredible amount of damage, bouncing across to other buildings, and it means that when you get further into the base, right into the heart of the core, they can shoot out of the core and to other buildings. So let's just pause here for a second. As that wizard tower went down, Zet then knew that he could send the bats in from this area because he wasn't then dealing with the wizard tower. One thing you've got to make sure is you don't send the bats in too early so that they start to spread across different defenses. Again, you want that thin strip around the base so that the bats can focus through that and they're not going to split up. Remember, the bats should be used where they can have a lot of them. They can take advantage of having a huge group of bats. You don't want them to split up too much. The Eagle Artillery goes down, as does the Giga Tesla. You cannot fight the Giga Tesla with the bats. That has to be part of the P.E.K.K.A smash, so you've got to factor that in. Notice the Ice Golem to the bottom here. That is a beautiful way of distracting the Wizard Tower. You don't always have to have a freeze spell. Look at whether you can distract the Wizard Towers on the outside with something else. An Ice Golem is your best bet because it doesn't go down incredibly quickly. You're able to also get a freeze effect after it, and Zet is able to freeze that Tesla farm because the Teslas and the air defense would have took the bats down incredibly quick. Actually, the very fast acting defenses are obviously a lot quicker because the bats have low health. They're going to go down to any one of the defenses anyway. Getting down to the end of it, we've got them clean up troops across to the right hand side here, look. So we've actually pinching in from either side in order to help clear things up. But let's move to another Hog Rider attack to finish off the video. So remember, after this attack, I will forward you guys across to the interview we did with the Great One, teaching you this strategy in a bit more depth. I should have covered a lot of it in this video, but obviously I'm focusing on two strategies, whereas that other video really gets into depth of this attack strategy itself. So you've seen the sneak peek of this at the start, using troops in order to create that funnel. So we've got one P.E.K.K.A on one side, one P.E.K.K.A on the other, and they can be fantastic funneling troops because they've got a bit of health about them. They can take damage from the defenses and they go for any building. So it's not like they will only take out the trash. They will go for the defenses as well. So do take that into consideration. That means that our Wrecker can get into the base here with the bowlers and the heroes. A couple of things that you want to try and take out for the Hog Riders. The Town Hall is a big one. Your Hog Riders, if it's a maxed Giga Bomb, will go down quickly. So try and take that out. The enemy Queen is also a biggie. She will take down your Hog Riders incredibly quick, so take her down. If you can take the King down, that is a bonus, but the Queen is the priority. The final thing, and probably the most important actually, is that Eagle Artillery. If that is firing at your hogs the whole time, they will go down quickly. So if you can't get it with the kill squad, try and factor in whether you can take that down quickly with the Hog Riders. So they came in front of the kill squad here, which has managed to protect our Queen, and when they get down to this far area, notice how we have lots of defenses over here. We've got the splash damage, so that has to be the area where you use your heal spells. They do split up a little bit here. Could have potentially brought some surgical hogs in from this side, but it really doesn't matter that much because they're not splitting up massively. They will come back together here and utilize the heal spells effectively, but lots of Hog Riders coming down to the end of it. One heal spell here would have really done the job beautifully, but we had to adapt in this attack, split the heal spells up. As you've seen, be sure to check that one out, have that quick rewind, and you'll see how XYZ had to use a heal to the left, use a heal to the right in order to protect the hogs because he had an even split. But think about the things we discussed initially that you want to take out, and again, clean up troops around the base. Hopefully that's helped you with the two best ground-based attacks for Town Hall 12. Be sure to let me know any others down below, but if you want to see the video breaking down this strategy in a bit more depth, I've got it linked on your screen here now. That one will help you out very much, so be sure to check that one out. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.